Yeah guys, today I'm going to show you the unboxing, setup and usage of this MORENTO 360 degrees air purifier, which comes here even in a 2 set. By the way, I got this for free from the seller to show you all the really nice details, but it's still my honest opinion because I would never claim something which is not true. We have really a lot of features, pretty much everything what we can expect from really top-notch air filters in 2025. But let's start with the unboxing here. Okay, so here we have the instructions manual, and here we have the first one. They have a decent size, so they can definitely be powerful, but they are not too large and also rather lightweight. So we definitely have 2 of them, but here for this video it's enough to show, of course, just 1 of them, because they work, of course, in exactly the same way. Here on top we have already some very important instructions, how to prepare the filter. So I removed that. Of course, we want to remove all the stickers. Here this one is holding the fragrance pad. So if you want to use some nice fragrance, you can remove this lid here. Then we have this fragrance pad. You drop a couple of your favorite fragrance on top and close it again. Then underneath we can see these 4 soft rubber pads. So that provides a really secure stand. To open we have to rotate the bottom counterclockwise. Then we have access to the filter. We have also the accessories here inside, nicely protected. Power adapter is a long cord. Filter is even airtight sealed. And so here we have it. You can see we have 3 layers. It has a pre-filter, for example, for hair. So you can easily remove it. Maybe use a vacuum cleaner to every now and then remove dust, dirt, hair from the outside. Other than that, it's totally maintenance free, of course. Then underneath we have the HEPA filter, and inside it's the activated charcoal filter to really remove all the unwanted smell from cooking, animals, whatsoever. Yeah, looks like a clean, solid build, and so it's easy to put the filter back here. Yeah, I put it here like that, and then I add the lid, or actually the bottom back, with a clockwise rotation, and then we can turn it around. And so here in the back we have the power port. We can also see that the model type is MORENTO MR2566 and the related power is 7 watts only, so very low power consumption. But we are going to test that, so we are plugging this in. We can already see the blue light here, and the usage itself is really super easy. So here on the right side we have the on-off button. By the way, these are touch buttons, so there's no clicking to here, absolutely silent. Whenever we turn it on, it will always go into the lowest speed, exactly in this position. I don't know if you can hear that. It's not totally quiet, you can definitely hear that, but it's also not very loud. But of course, when we increase the wind speed here, then we can definitely hear that. I would say that somehow the turbo mode, that would be perfect if you have been cooking with a lot of smell. That's really awesome. By the way, the air intake is really 360 degrees, and the exhaust, or the air coming out, is pretty much straight up here. That's also really nice. So it's not going to blow around some dust on the floor. But we do not only have level 1 and level 2, we have also the sleep mode, where it goes into a super quiet mode, still filtering some air. I can definitely feel that, but it's really super quiet. 22 decibel, barely noticeable. Would definitely be absolutely no problem to sleep with that. And it has also dimmed down the light here. We can still use the timer. I mean, we can use the timer in any state, in the normal settings or in the sleep setting. We have a 2 hour, we have a 5 hour, we have a 8 hour, or we can go to 24/7 filtering. That's what I like. So we can use pretty much any combination. And on top of that, we have the night light, which you can activate. So I turn it a little bit to the side, so hopefully you can see the light now. Nice blue night light if you want, but you can also turn it off. So the sleep mode is not connected to the light. You can have it on or off, but you can also activate or deactivate the light in every other mode. Filters are supposed to last 2000 hours. After replacing the filter, you have to long press here on the left side where we have the light setting for 5 seconds. Then you see the red light, and after that it's reset and it will start counting up 2000 hours again. And now some super important information regarding the power consumption. Here you can see we have it in the sleep setting, and the power consumption is so low that I can't show you that here in watts because it's actually below 1 watt. We can see that here. So it's using only 0.005 amps, which is around 0.55 watts. And when we do the math with an average US kilowatt hour price of around 17 cents as of October 2025, then the cost to run this air filter for a full year, 24/7, around the clock, that would be still below $1. That's absolutely amazing. And even when we have it on the low setting, it's only consuming around 1.7 watts. So even that would be only around $2.60 based on average kilowatt hour price as of October 2025 in the United States. Of course, on the highest setting, based on my measurements, it's consuming 6.4 watts, still below the 7 watts. Of course, that would be a little bit more cost then, but of course nobody is running that on the highest speed 24/7, rather in the sleep mode or on the low setting. So you can see how low the power consumption really is, and accordingly the cost to run it even for years. That's absolutely amazing. I would say a really small, beautiful, lightweight, but still with a decent filtration power. Very easy to use with all the functions, everything what we need. So I would say full recommendation from my side. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order such a tool set for you if you like. That could be very convenient to have one maybe in the bedroom, one in the living room or kitchen, something like that. And so I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this Morento air filter, and just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.